Everyone, my name is Diane and this is My Pink Bathtub. Welcome. Welcome if you're new and welcome if you are a returning subscriber. I live in Canada, in the center of Canada, in fact, in the province of Manitoba, where it is cold. It is very cold. We are on what we hope is the last day of a cold snap here. And then next week, it's going to soar to plus temperatures, which is bananas. But it had me thinking a lot about winter knitting because a lot of us have been staying indoors these days. We have. And I want to share with you today 3 things that I've been working on. One thing is a new mal, one is a monthly mal, and the third thing is a year-long project that I'm going to pick away at throughout these months. So let's get started. My friend Judy from Judy's Creations in Crochet and I did a live this past Saturday. I'm going to link that live below with a whole bunch of information about a new mal that we introduced to everyone. Now, this mal is not just for knitters. It is not just for crocheters. It is for both of us. And we picked a designer that had a very similar looking project, a very similar looking design that both a knitter and a crocheter could do. There are 2 separate patterns, so I'm going to share with you the coupon code that you can use, what the patterns are, and the yarn that I've selected. Also, how far I've gotten in the pattern because I have not stopped knitting it since we finished our mal. Editing Diane here, and yes, it is so dry in here that my hair is pretty much sticking straight up. So the knitting pattern, which I failed to mention the name, is called Wander Forever. And the designer that I failed to mention at the beginning of this segment is named Heidi May from the Velvet Acorn Designs. Okay, let's get back to it. 2 patterns, 1 knit, 1 crochet. It is a shawl pattern. It is an asymmetrical triangle. And in the pattern, it suggests you can use 5 colors, and it talks about how you can fade in and out these colors. It is a fingering weight pattern. Start with 1 color and hold 2 strands of the same color. Then you drop one of those strands and you pick up a 2nd color and you knit a section in that. Then you drop the 1st color and pick up the 2nd strand of the 2nd color and knit that. And you go on and use up to 5 colors. Really, you can use as many as you want. And it creates a lovely marled effect throughout your piece of work. The yarn that I chose, and I'm going to show you a picture of it before I caked any of it up, most of it is from Polka Dot Creek yarn, which is a hand dyer in Canada. And I added in this brown color, which I thought would be complementary with the yarn, and that is a Mary Maxim Silk Merino yarn. The colors are very similar and they work very well together. In fact, upon reflection, I recognize now that it's pretty much the same colorways that I used when I did Judy's mal last year when she did it with Gina from the Knitting Turnpike. And here is a photo of what that turned out like. But it's working up beautifully. And here's an example of the work. As you see the colors here, you are going to see what the transitions look like when you add 2 colors together or do a solid of 2 strands of 1 color as you go along. And it's turning out quite beautifully. Doesn't it look the same as the last one? The good thing about this is I am hoping to gift this as a gift this summer to my cousin who is celebrating a milestone birthday. Unless I fall in love with it, then we'll go to, well, there is no plan B. This is her gift. So that is the knit version. Now there is also a crochet version. The crochet version is called Wander Freely. And when you look at the photos of this pattern, it also uses 5 colors, which you do the same type of effect where you knit one with 2 strands, drop 1 strand and add a 2nd, then knit 2 strands of the 2nd color and so on. And it has windows, which I believe is what they're called, similar to yarn overs in knitting. And if you were to just take a quick look at this, maybe squint your eyes a little bit, it looks like the same pattern, essentially. So these are the two patterns. And if you want to know more about the crochet version, Judy will be talking about it in her upcoming videos at more detail. The designer is Heidi May, also known as the Velvet Acorn. She has many, many patterns on Ravelry. In fact, she has quite a few patterns that are knit and crochet versions of the same type of pattern. And Heidi May has graciously given us a coupon code to share with all of you that want to do this now. It is for 20% off her pattern. Her patterns are $5.50 US, and the coupon code to use for these two patterns is #PinkCreationsMal25. This coupon code can be used up until February the 28th. So I've linked both of the patterns below. I put the coupon code below, Judy's channel, our live video, and I would love it if you could join us. There is also a Ravelry page, and the Ravelry page is for chatter, for sharing what your different colors are. There's also going to be a separate thread open that you can put your finished work in. We ask that you put your finished work in this thread on Judy's Ravelry no later than March the 26th, because we will be creating a slideshow and sharing it all with you just days after that. I'm almost halfway through it, and I would love it if you could join us. It's going to be fun, and there might just be a prize or two at the end of this. Second mal that I've been doing is my Sox-a-Long 2025 mal with my friend Alice from Soxy Nana Alice. Now, Alice is also a Manitoban. We don't live that far away from each other. We met taking the transit bus to work, and we used to knit together on the bus because that's how knitters meet. We are doing a sock every month for 2025, and we are currently on February. People are invited to join anytime they can get a pair of socks turned out. Join us, please. There is also a Ravelry group, and again, that's going to be linked below. And you can knit your socks, you can crochet your socks, you can loom them. We had a lady who did loom socks. The only rule is there has to be two, and if they're shorties, they have to have some sort of texture or fanciness to them. I am a very new sock knitter. I am still on the vanilla sock journey, and that's okay. I am a DPN girl, so I am using the Crazy Sock Ladies vanilla sock pattern with DPNs, and it's been quite successful for me. I have done a few tweaks just for myself that I'm really enjoying, and I just started the second sock, and I still got to get it done, and I got to get on it. So this is my second sock, and here's a photo of my first sock, which of course I don't have my sock blocker anywhere near me to show you properly. The yarn I used is the Cloud9 Fiberworks hand-dyed yarn from a Winnipeg dyer named Daria, and it is called Into the Mystic, the color, and the heel and toe is a Baarealis mini that I have. This is a super fun thing. I had no idea that people were that into making socks until I started making socks. January, we had 188 entries. If you're interested to see what people do, go on over to Soxy Nana Alice's channel and check out the video of, it's like a 20-minute video because there's 188 pairs of socks in it. There was a lot of socks, and from people all over the world. It was quite wonderful to see everyone embrace this now. And the even greater part is every month we are doing a giveaway for one of the people that entered for the monthly now. And it's usually a hanky yarn, and there's been so many generous donations from various people. There's also pattern giveaways for the chatter threads in Ravelry. If you're interested and a little scared about knitting a pair of socks, I suggest try one now. It might take you a little while, but it is open throughout the year. And of course, we're going to be talking about it on our channels all year long. So that's the second mal that I've been doing lately. Have I told you I'm not really a mal girl? Not really a mal girl, and I'm doing mals now. The third thing that I've been working on, and it's a bit of just a personal thing for me, is I've been buying Advents. I have, and quite often, what do we do with all these minis? We have all these minis, and I decided I was going to do a project all year long with a 24 Advent mini pack that I received from Aberdeen's Wool, their Tangled Poets holiday box. And here is the photo of what it looks like when I opened them up and put them up on my fireplace mantle this past December. These are 30-gram hanks of yarn, and I know I'm not going to use each full color every single month, but the pattern I chose takes 24 minis, 20-gram minis, and makes you incorporate them into a beautiful blanket. And it is the Anthology throw from Helen Stewart. So, you know, I'm very good at math. 24 into 12 months is 2 colors a month, and it's a totally doable project that one can do that does not feel overwhelming. And I'm happy to say that I completed my February colors quite early, and I want to show you what they look like. Here, first of all, is my bin of the colors. Now, what I decided to do for the colors that I opened, because they were very rainbowy, is I decided to work from color number 24 backwards, because the center part of the throw is larger, so it's the big bulk of color, and I'm not huge into purple. Like, I don't want to say I hate purple, but I just don't want a big blob of purple in the middle of my blanket. So I've ordered a cord because this sucker is going to get like 1,100 stitches. I figure I want to get the cord before I end up getting to 500 plus stitches on here, because I'm still at 288. I'll show you just the half of this because it is on the cord. These are the 4 colors so far. You can see that the yellow is the biggest part of the project, and then we've got these 3 oranges. And I've already caked up my next 2 colors, and they are going to transition into a mustard yellow, then a green, then some teal blues, and down to purple. Another fun ongoing project, Helen Stewart, the Anthology throw. I think it's going to be wonderful that at the end of 2025, I'm going to have a knitted blanket that didn't feel like it took me like a long time to do. And honestly, the hardest part of this is to actually stop when you're done color number 2, because it is a really rhythmic, easy knit to do in the evening if you're watching TV. Many of the rounds are just straight knitting, so it's just very relaxing. This pattern is being used with a true fade advent, so it's going to be really lovely to see the colors just present themselves and change throughout the year. And that's really just it. Just a very quick, simple video to share with you today of what I'm doing. I wanted to get on here and share the coupon code one second time with my viewers in case you didn't catch Judy's live. But I highly encourage you to check out Judy, to check out Alice, and to perhaps find a project for yourself that you can knit or crochet all year round, all year long. I do also have this hankering to do 1 crocheted square a month that I could hopefully have a blanket by the end of it, but I haven't started it yet, so I'm going to be a couple months behind. But if anyone has a great, simple beginner-friendly crochet square that they can send me, I would love to hear from you. My email is mypinkbathtub@gmail.com, so please send me a note, and especially if it has a tutorial, a video tutorial, because I am a visual learner, I would just love that. I'm kind of looking at my stash, and I'm really working through my stash this year. That is my ultimate goal. I have not bought one yard of yarn yet this year, and I'm quite glad. I am sticking on track. I mean, I have Christmas in July planned. I've already bought all that yarn and I put it away. I mean, it's great to open. I'm just thinking maybe I'll go look at that yarn, but it's all packaged, you know, like you're not supposed to sneaky peek. So that is my next really big event going on. And the other thing I can tell you is I am a maker. I sell my mittens at markets, and I just found out yesterday that I've been accepted to one of the 2 markets that I applied for. So yay me, which also means I need to start making some mittens. For now, my friends, just wanted to pop on and share the mals with you. Thank you for watching, and until next time, bye for now.